Hi everyone, I'm Trace. Welcome to my channel. I'm bringing you a little message today about the new moon. Tarotscopes from Gemini all the way through to Taurus. Just little quick messages from these cards that I've got. You can see in front of me here. I want to also say to those, I just want to give a bit of thanks to those who are here that are returning. I am a fairly new channel, so I really appreciate those ones that are subscribed and are staying and chat to me. It means a lot to me because I love my cards. I love the messages that come through me. These are obviously channeled messages, and I use a bit of my intuition to bring out what comes through for each card or for each message that comes through. For those who are here for the first time, thank you. These are free messages, so if you give me a little like of my video and maybe subscribe if you like what you see, I would appreciate that as well. So let's just clear the energy and let's get started. So put these aside. Oh, I've still got the cards in there. All right, so I'm going to be starting off with a card for Gemini. But before I get there, before I start giving us a little spiel about everything, I just wanted to say to you that this new moon is so amazing. It's a new moon in Gemini, which is helping us to make a lot of stuff that we've said come right in our lives. So look, some of the stuff that we might have said to people can never be retracted, and maybe we meant it what we said, but you know, everything is about communication with Gemini. It's about congratulating ourselves to right the wrong. So I love that for us. But you know, how we express ourselves in life is either makes us cringe the next day, or we are happy with how we've actually come across to people. So now those are shuffled. Let's put them across here and let's see, Gemini, what is your card? Let's take this one for you, and we've got get over yourself. That's an interesting one. So Gemini, what could this mean for you? And you know, you've got the twin energies here. Perhaps there's a part of you that's really hashing yourself out to say, you know, I am being so unkind to somebody, or I am right in a way, or I'm wrong in a way. And you know, your first house, Gemini, is where this new moon is going to affect you, which is about yourself. This is all about your healing. This is about how you reflect back to yourself. So this get over yourself is so interesting. So think about that for a minute, what that means to you. So let's see what's coming in for you in the tarot cards. What does this mean here, angel, spirits, guides? What does this get over yourself mean for Gemini? Can you give us a little bit of help? What does this get over yourself mean for Gemini? How can we help Gemini going forward? And the first card will be, what does it mean? And the second card is the way forward. Let's have a look here. And we've got, what does this mean? Oh, that is interesting. So, Five of Wands is always a card of chaos and conflict. It's how people's words affect you, how people's actions affect you, and how you are getting involved in that. I always call this card stay in your lane card. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So that is what this is saying to you, is that perhaps you are getting into somebody's action and you shouldn't be. And how can you fix that? You've got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is another Wands card for you. So you've got two Wands. So these are both about your passions and your doing. Wands are about how you celebrate life, how you process life in the part of your heart that gives you the action forward. And because you've got the Nine of Wands as your action forward, what it's saying is it's just hanging there. Whatever's happening around you's got nothing to do with you. You need to separate from that. You need to understand that you're building your own fence and you're shining your own light. Yes, there are shadows. Yes, we have to go through hell. Yes, we have to have all sorts of things coming at us every day. But you need to just remember that this is your path. This is your path, Gemini, and nobody else's. So what you say and what you do is your consequences. So don't take on everybody else's. Don't go out into the world and take on more than you actually need to take on, because you've got your own stuff to sort out. So that is the get over yourself side. It's try and put yourself back into your shoes and to see to your business. It's your business. Stay out of everybody else's business. And you'll probably find that your life will become so much easier because you'll have a different frequency, allowing yourself to open up and see what is for yours. So many cards are jumping here for you, Gemini. You've got, be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. So there you go. Because it's Gemini season, you know, there's definitely the chance of making things right in this Gemini season. And this new moon, because new moons are setting intentions. Set the intention that you're going to have clearer thoughts for yourself and right some wrongs in your life. Perhaps there's somebody you need to forgive, and that's saying get over yourself, because perhaps you are actually the problem. I know that is a quite very, very broad message here, but every single one of you Geminis out there, sit and just think to yourself, is there maybe your ego getting involved anywhere? Is there perhaps a little bit of push-pull going on? This is a very specific message, and we can all do with that. We can all sit down and go, you know what? We are thinking like this could be holding you back from doing something, your thoughts, and saying, no, I'm right. I'm not going to do that. Or the way that people are behaving around me is not acceptable. Absolutely, absolutely. But just be aware of your thoughts and feelings, as this is as impactful as your actions. So it could be more of overthinking and making things bigger than they are. All right, Gemini, let's put those away. Okay, Cancer, let's see what's coming up for you. What energy are you needing to align with for the new moon? What intentions do you need to make in your life for the new moon? Let's see what's coming up for you, Cancer. Cancer. Okay, let's use that one. Reclaim your art. Reclaim your art. Look at that. It's a young lady going to the top of the cupboard where she's put away all her talents because life got busy for her. So let's see what that means for you. Let's see. Your new moon falls in your 12th house, Cancer. And in the 12th house, it's a month of, seeing to your spiritual and hidden matters, because the 12th house is about your spiritual life. And this is a time that you can sort of withdraw from the world and perhaps do something that you need to do for yourself. And this is so clear here with Reclaim Your Art, because your art, your talents are part of who you are inside of you. So let's see. What does this mean here? What does Reclaim the Art for Cancer, and how do they do it? Reclaim the art, and how do you do it? All right. What does Reclaiming Your Art mean? Oh, yes. Okay. So you've got the Nine of Swords here. And the Nine of Swords is usually the anxiety card. It's the nightmare card. It's that part of your life where where you are so worried about everything, Cancer. Everything in your life is just bogging you down. You feel like there's nowhere out, and you wake up in the night and you have all these thoughts going on, and you don't know which way to turn. So maybe this Reclaim Your Art is saying to you that little white raven, the crow there, is where you need to be concentrating your light on, not the drudge and difficulties of life. It's that spirit part of you. So let's see, how do you do this? How do you get there? Five of Swords. Interesting card. So this Five of Swords are usually about winning at all costs, having that little spirit inside of you saying, I have to do this, pushing yourself further, perhaps even having victims along the way, meaning that, when your ego gets in the way and you give yourself these boundaries, these limits that you have to get to. That is this card. This is this card saying you are getting to a place in your life where things are not making sense anymore, because you're putting such a lot of intentions, and this new moon is saying, no, you got to let that go. You've got to become this man at the back here. You've got to have freedom. You've got to get back connected back to your spirit, because you've lost that. You've lost that. Reclaim your art. Your art is inside of you. What is art? Art is about your talents and about your the freedom of who you are. And these two swords cards are just mind cards, saying to you that your mind is overthinking. And so how do you get past this? How do you reclaim your art? You get past this and you contemplate more of what the universe wants to give you, and that is your spiritual side of you. And you set the intentions. The next couple of days you need to set the intentions to move past this, to right the wrongs, and to perhaps reopen doors that need to be healed. Not putting it on the back burner, not just pushing yourself and being too hard on yourself, because this card is very much being too hard on yourself, Cancer. So let's see what your blessing is coming in the next couple of days. I honestly feel that you are being way too hard on yourself in life, and you've forgotten what your talents are. You've forgotten how amazing you are. You've forgotten that you are a spiritual being, and there's the spiritual being saying, you know what, I need freedom. I need freedom from my mind. My mind is closing me in so badly. And with this new moon, this intentions you can set is take these steps in the next 24 hours, because that's when the new moon is coming in. Right the wrongs in your life. Congratulate yourself afterwards. Find out what it is that you've left on the back burner that you need to pick up again. And let's see what your blessing is. Work daily towards improving your mental health. Can't make this stuff up. I'll bring it closer for you to read. So your little mind is overactive, Cancer, and your guides and your spirit are saying to you now, please, Gemini is about communication. Give yourself a good little chat to and say, you know what, one thing that you can do right now is to get out of your head. Set the intention to express yourself in your art. Do some kind of a hobby. Because you know when you meet people, what do you always say to them? Oh, what do you do for a living? You never say, what do you do for a hobby? Find that again. That is what your message is saying to you today. This needs to be put onto an escalation for you now, and get this overall harmonious feeling back inside of you. And maybe you can even feel love for yourself again and love for those around you. Right, Gemini? Nice quick message for you there. It's quite strong. Okay, Leo, let's see what's coming up for you. Leo, what is coming up for you for this new moon? It falls into your 11th house. So the intentions that you need to set are taking place around friends and this is a cycle of like a manifestation cycle. Be open to having new friendships in your life and to actually look at that side of your life rather than just work. Let's see what's coming up for you, Leo. Let's see what's coming up for you. And you've got step away from the crowd. Interesting. Okay, so step away from the crowd. What does this mean? What does this mean to you? What does this step away from the crowd mean? And how do you do that? How does Leo do that? How does stepping away from the crowd affect Leo? So what does this mean? Oh yes, the Empress. Okay, so you've got this beautiful Empress here. You can see she's pregnant with the world. And what the Empress energy is that self-nurturing, that self-love, that getting back to a place in your heart where you know how important you are in your life. And when you do that, Leo, the rest of everybody around you respects that. And this step away from the crowd, that's what it's saying is that remember what an amazing soul you are. Now, Leo, usually you don't have trouble with that. Usually you're quite happy with knowing how important you are in life. But perhaps you've got to a place now where you are living a lot for everybody else. This part of your chart is about your friends. And it's about your sort of cycles outside of work. So perhaps you need to be looking at those around you that support you. Are they legitimate? Are they the ones that need to be looked at? Let's say, see how you go forward here. You've got the Knight of Pentacles and you've got the Devil card. Yes, I would definitely say that something in your life is causing you to obsess, causing you to perhaps do things for others and not yourself. Because you are a very sunshiny sign. Being a fire sign, there is that element to you that, you know, you wake up and you are more positive than you are negative. So get back to that. Step away from the crowd so that you know that you are an individual, that you are individually beautiful and loving and amazing. But make sure that you are not in that space where you are, that's pulling you back to almost like trying to prove yourself too much. Perhaps you're trying to prove yourself out there so much, and it's backfiring on you, Leo. That's why you need to step away from the crowd. You know, this little sheep, he's facing the other way. He's going against the grain. So perhaps this is what this is saying to you is that you are maybe doing too much of what everybody else wants you to do, and you're losing yourself because that is who you are. You are a very sunshiny person. So, you know, this new moon is about communication and talking. So it's too much talking. It's almost like spirit can't hear you anymore. So you need to feel it. This is a feeling card. Yeah, you need some time alone, out of the crowd, away from the rat race, and connect with those people in your life that give you the nurturing back, that give you the spirit back in yourself. And it's funny that it falls into your 11th house, because your 11th house is about your friendships. That's what it says here. So there needs to be some kind of a reassessment of those people around you. Those that you keep, those friendships there that you've got in your life, those need to be reassessed, and perhaps look for the people that support you and make you feel nurtured and loving. Because you don't need people that bring you down. This Devil card is a trapping card. It's almost like an obsessive energy. So those people around you that maybe make you bound to them, and you feel like you are bound to them. It could be your ego that's playing effect here. And you know, that's drama. That is drama, and that's an exaggeration of ego when you believe that you need them. in order to move forward. And this is saying, this Knight of Pentacles is saying, no. Take the time out, reassess your friendships, and take the time alone to reconnect and connect with your spirit, because this grounding energy here is what you need to be doing, planting seeds differently. So those next couple of days, take some moments to yourself, Leo, and try and see what it is that you can reassess in your life, who's legit and who's not, and who's keeping you in, perhaps, perhaps you're in a situation for your ego because that person makes you feel good, or there's a bit of comfort there, and it's a sort of a codependency. Interesting. In the moment, if you can, remove your judgment and criticism and truly listen to someone. You will empower them. So this is very interesting. It's almost like an opposite thing now. So there's something in your life, Leo, where somebody's pulling you this way and something's pulling you that way. And perhaps people are feeding you bad words, because this new moon is about communication. Perhaps you're getting bad words about specific people in your life. Make your own decision. Take it slow. Take time out to re-nurture the whole situation. It's quite somebody in your life is really, really feeding you something bad. And the devil, don't be scared of him. I mean, don't be afraid of this devil card, because he's just pulling the puppet strings. You can cut those strings anytime you want. It's up to you. And when you cut those strings, you plant your own seeds. You become your own person again. That is what that is saying to you. So in the moment, if you can, remove your judgment and criticism and truly listen to someone, and you will empower them. So there's two scenarios here, as I said, Leo. You either have an opinion of something or something in your life that you can't get away from, and it's asking you to please re-nurture yourself and get out of that, or it's something you're listening to about another person, your friendships. Maybe you are being fed something wrong. Maybe somebody in your immediate circle is feeding you lies about somebody around you. So that is, it's not for everyone, but that is a message for somebody. Take care, Leo. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's happening for you. It's in your 10th house, this new moon in Gemini, this very communicative, expressive new moon. And let's have a look to see what the 10th house is all about. I use the Moonology Diary. It helps me to understand what is happening for you and the new moon energy in the 10th house. So the 10th house is about renewal of career. It's about student life, professional life, studies. If you're on the right path or you're struggling professionally, the new moon is a marker for you now to put your intentions out there in the job market for you to have a better career life. So let's have a look there, Virgo. What is coming up for you for this new moon? What intentions do you need to put out there? Let's take that one. Okay, let's see what that is for you. And you've got go with the flow. I think that is very self-explanatory. Go with the flow. Now, this new moon is very much a, what's the energy I'm trying to think of? It's like a righting the wrong type of energy. So if you're in a situation with work and you feel like you're on the back foot, you need to keep quiet and go with the flow, because it's a communication new moon. Rather, congratulate yourself at the end of the day that you let things go for now. Observe, stand back. Let's see if the tarot cards agree with me. So what does that mean, and how do you move forward with that? What does go with the flow mean, and how do you move forward with that? Okay, what does this let go with the flow mean? Yes, definitely. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So the Nine of Wands is a card that tells you that you're in a situation that is exhausting you. Now, going with the flow in this beautiful rainbow is saying to you, if you take the time to wait it out and hang in there, it's almost like just hang in there, you will find a way forward. You'd see this light here on the end of her wand. Wands are about your passion, about your spirit, about what drives you in life. And it might feel that whatever you're doing in your career is like, no, I really am at the end of my tether here, or this is not for me, or I'm a bit worried about something. This is saying, please just see it out for now. Keep your mouth shut, go with the flow. And how do you do that? Oh, this devil card has come up for nearly every single card, every single reading. So Virgo, this devil card, right? What does the devil mean to you? When you look at this devil here, look how he is pulling you in, and he's got these puppet strings on a person, and the person's got the hands over the ears here saying, no, I can't do this anymore. So this tells me, Virgo, that for this new moon in Gemini, there needs to be more tolerance from you. There needs to be almost like a cutting off those strings to whatever is keeping you quite bound and suppressed. So if you are, something is bubbling up inside of you, Virgo. I'm going to actually look at the bottom of the deck. Yes, thank you. If something is bubbling up inside of you, and you are battling with something in your life, and you're not sure how to get past it, you're being encouraged now in this new moon in Virgo to set the intentions to just get through it, because you are going to have victory at the other side of that. So don't let this day, this week ruin your whole life. That's what I get out of this. Please don't, because this new moon is helping us right wrongs in life, this new moon. So just hang in there, please. If it's not about your career, and you don't feel it's about your career, but it's about how you process anything to do with your passions and that, please know that if you just hang in there and you put one foot in front of the other this week, you will get there. Look at this recognition she's got. Look at this joy and this acceptance. Again, it's a wands. So hanging in there will lead you to this. Let's see what your end card is. Develop awe and reverence for life. There you go. Because it feels like you haven't. It feels like this is what you're not feeling right now. So if there's something inside of you that is, perhaps you know what, this is another angle as well, Virgo. Perhaps your home life makes you feel a little bit sad about going to work, and you aren't allowed to enjoy work. Or you're feeling like it's, you've got a beautiful career, but then you go home, it's another whole career starting there, because there's another whole trapping situation there. Develop the reverence for life, because this is what it's saying is that you're going to win. You're going to be okay, Virgo. So, I feel quite like I haven't given you everything that you should be told, but you don't right wrongs by attacking people and by what's the word, pulling out. Go with the flow, go the distance. So just forgive yourself for now for going the distance. Keep that mouth shut and set the intentions to get you through this, to set the intentions to give you the power and the courage to get through this. Don't let the devil card ruin anything for you. And the devil card, I'm saying the devil energy, which is that feeling trapped, feeling like you have nowhere to go, because you have. Cut those cords off. Cut those cords off to whatever is possessing you. Okay, Virgo, have a good week. Okay, Libra, let's see what's happening for you in the new moon. This new moon in Gemini, which is about communication, which is about clearing your mental toxicity in your life, clearing out things in your head, and righting wrongs in your head, and yes, just sorting out things that you're clashing with in life. And it falls into your 9th house. So it's about travel, about study, and about adventure. So Libra, let's see how you can use this. What intentions can you set about your, oh, that's beautiful. Look forward. So this Gemini new moon for you, Libra, is about looking at the bigger picture in your life, okay? It's looking forward, not looking back. So this month is going to be sort of related to that kind of the plans that you have for the future. And she's walking, she's not riding a horse, she's not catching a train, she's not catching a plane. She's got a backpack here and she's walking. So she's taking it slow and she's looking forward to what's around the next corner. So let's see what that means to you. So again, it's about the bigger picture, and yeah, open your eyes to the big white wall out there, because this is the little details. It's what you're looking at, the little details. So let's see what's coming up for you in your tarot cards. Angel, spirits, and guides. What does this look forward mean to Libra, and how do they process this? What does the look forward mean, and how do they process it? How do they process it going forward? Nope. I saw one over here. I'm going to take that one. I might take that one. Let's see. Okay, Libra, what does this mean to you, this look forward? I just said, there's no horses, there's no chariot, you're not going forward. But what this card means is choose to focus on the way forward. Don't choose to focus on the way behind. You can see he's balancing himself on the top of this carriage here, and he's finding his feet because he's only focusing forward. And you've got the yin yang horses, the black and white horses, meaning stay in the middle lane. and focus and choose on that. So only look forward. You literally got 2 look forward cards. That's what this new moon is meaning for you. So make intentions to only look forward, to open your heart up to what's coming up ahead for you. And what is that? How do you do that? Knight of Pentacles. Love that. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying to you, go slow. He is the slowest horse. You can see he's off his horse. He's not riding it. He's taking one day at a time, and he's planting his seeds. He's communicating to the world. He's grounding himself into the world, what he needs from life. Look at that beautiful energy coming off all of those seeds that he's planting. That's your message. And I'm not going to take that card. I think I've got enough there. Let's see what your daily healing card says to you. This is a simple message there for you, Libra. Don't look back, look forward. And let's see what your daily healing card is. There one turned over for you there. Let's take that one. And you have create healthy boundaries with those around you. Yes, because some people might want to keep you back in the past. Some people might be part of this baggage that you're carrying, saying, no, I'm pulling you back here. I'm putting you back here because I need this from you, or I need that from you. But you're not doing that. You're focusing forward. You are not, because if you go this way, your little wheel's going to go off the road there. If you go this way, your little wheel's going to go off there, because that person might be saying, I need this from you, and that needs to come from you. No. You're taking your seeds and you're creating healthy boundaries by putting your hand up and saying, nope, this is my new moon, and this Gemini moon is about communication. Be clear in your communication to those around you. This is what I need, and I'm going for it. Wonderful, Libra. I really like that for you. Is there anything else that's coming through? Anything else that can be advised, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, this is what you can do. You know, when I say the wrongs need to be righted, it's what you are putting inside here, what you find is wrong. You know, looking back is no more, there's no wrongs, there's no fixing here. This is just moving forward. So the intentions you put out there are perfect example of what you can do, but with those boundaries. That's your path. Celebrate you. Take care, Libra. Okay, Scorpio, this new Gemini new moon falls into your 8th house, which is about your vulnerability, which is about money, which is about taxes, which is about physical relationships. Yeah, so how can you transform that? What intentions can you put out there at the moment if you are so worried about finances, or you're worried about things that you don't tell people about? And it's a communicative new moon, so you need to get yourself out there in a righting wrong mode, sort of communicating to the universe what you need to put out there. So Scorpio, what is the energy coming in for your new moon? What is Scorpio's energy coming in for the new moon? Thank God. So this card here is a guy on an island, and he looks like he's going to be rescued by the ship coming along. But to me, what this is saying to you is that it's about gratitude. It's about looking at your life, and if you're worried about money because it's in your 8th house, if you're worried about all those people out there that are having other relationships and having this amazing big life, but you aren't, you need to just thank God, because sometimes, you know, you don't know what other people are going through. You don't know what trials and tribulations that they're facing in life. So it's almost like if you sit in a crowd and everybody talks about their problems, and they put their problems into a big pile in the middle of the room, and you know, you listen to everybody and you say, gosh, no, I'll take mine back, thank you. This is what I get from this card. So let's see what the tarot cards say, if I'm on the right track. So angel, spirits, and guides for Scorpio. What does this thank God mean for Scorpio? What does this thank God mean here? And how do they set intentions around this, please? How does Scorpio set intentions around this? Thank God. And what does it mean? What does this thank God mean for Scorpio? Take that one and that one. Okay. 6 of Cups, and you've got the 2 of Wands. So 6 of Cups is what it's saying to you is that you can see here's a little boy, and then he's looking at his little puppy dog, and he's all the way up here with the 6 Cups going to him as a young man, and here he is with his dog grown up. And what they're saying is that where have you come from? That's what you have to ask yourself. Where have you come from? What has given you the tools to get to where you are today? What has built you up and almost like molded you? And this is a memory card. It's Spirit is saying to you now, when you set the intentions for the new moon, you need to be grateful. You need to have gratitude in your heart, because where you've come from and where you are now, you've used those tools and you've made a good life for yourself. You've got through hell. You've got through joy. You've got through love. You've got through all sorts of trials and tribulations. And those 6 cups all the way there have everything that you need to carry on. And what this is saying is just move on from that. Thank God. Be grateful. And the action forward is to see the bigger picture in life, that you wouldn't be able to be where you are today if you didn't go through all of that. In other words, everything that you've been through has molded you into the person that you are, Scorpio. And that is absolutely exclusive to who you are. So if you're worried about your finances because it's falling into your 8th house, it's saying that there is a bigger picture out there. There are more possibilities waiting for you. You don't know what they are. You don't have any idea what this next card is, this next step in your life. You have no idea what that is. Don't make your mind get to a place of pulling you back to fear or worrying about things that haven't even happened, that anxiety. Like he can imagine him yesterday. He had no idea that this boat was going to come and rescue him. So this is what I think your message is today for the Gemini new moon, is to not stress over things that you can't control. You know, you've got a much bigger picture out there. Plan some things for yourself, because the 2 of Wands is about you, your hand, how you can make the difference for you. And you know, you've got a chance right now with this new moon in Gemini to put a plan forward for yourself. What is it that you want to plan going forward, Scorpio? That's what this is all about. And maybe right some wrongs in the past. Maybe one of these little cups have got something that you regret, and you can plan to make that right for yourself. That is what this new moon in Gemini is all about. It's about that, getting rid of the mental clutter in your head. Thank God for the way you are right now, and perhaps to make a plan, a mental process, and take small steps, even if it's just going for a walk today to clear your mind. And then you've got, learn to keep your heart open and be soft through the trials of life. There you go. That is the most beautiful message to go with this, because you don't want life to make you hard. Remember where you've come from. Remember the innocent, amazing person you are. Don't let any of these cups make you a hard person. Look forward to tomorrow. Yes, money is a big thing for us, but set the intentions that you're going to be open, and you ask the universe for help. You ask for help for that to come through to you. Ask your higher self. Set manifestations through, because yes, we all have to face shadows, and yes, every single day can be difficult for us. But when you look at your life absolutely deeper than you are at the moment, you can thank God for where you are and for where you've got to, because you are not worse off than anybody else. And I know that's a horrible thing for me to say, and I don't mean to trivialize your trials and tribulations that you've gone through, Scorpio. I really don't. But there's just almost like this gratitude thread running through your reading here. And that is what Spirit has brought you today for this new moon, is to recalibrate your mental toxicity, to think that you are in a space that there is no way to get out of it, because you can, Scorpio. You can have hope. And that is what this is, this card here. There are adventures waiting for you. Life is not over. Please know that. And, you know, I'm not doing very deep messages today, but learn to keep your heart open and soft. Don't let the world make you hard. That is the intention you need to put out there today. It's not too late. It's really not too late, because you can right the wrongs of being too cynical about life. Okay, moving forward in a healthier way than you are at the moment. Yeah, sure, Scorpio. That's quite, you know, like, even if you have to sit and do a bit of journaling on yourself, and maybe write some affirmations down, or maybe look around your home to see what you can thank God for. Because, you know, the full moon that's just been was in your sign, Scorpio, and it was a hard full moon. It was, you know, it was bringing out patterns that you maybe weren't happy with, and it was very intense and caused a lot of headaches for a lot of people. And you being a Scorpio, it might have taken you down a little bit of a rabbit hole. So luckily we're in a new moon now. The energy is shifting, and we need to keep moving forward, because in this communicative energy of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, which is all about communications, it's about kissing and making up with your life. It's about thanking God for what you do have, and, you know, just quietly expressing that to yourself, and understanding that you don't know what the next step is. So don't let the world make you too hard. You don't know what's coming. Your ship might be coming in. You never know. If you're feeling lonely and not in a relationship with anyone, you never know who's on that ship. So Scorpio, I hope you have a good week. Take care. Okay, Saggies, let's have a look to see what's coming in for you for the Gemini new moon. It's falling into your 7th house, which is around your love life. It's around your partnerships. I don't do love readings, but we have to now. So this is about your spouse, your desires, your one-on-one relationships. Okay, so let's see what's coming up for you, Sagittarius, and this new moon. What is happening in your love zone? What is happening for you? How can you invigorate your love life? How can you refresh your love life? What does this new moon bring for you in your love life? Let's see what's coming up for you. Oh, that one there. Let's see what's coming up. Let's see how this pertains to love. This is going to be interesting. Reclaim your art. Okay, one of the other signs got this. So reclaim your art. So Sagittarius, what is it that you've got talent for in your relationship? How can you reclaim your art with your partner or your loved one, or in your manifestations towards your dreams and what makes you happy? Now, she's going to the top of a cupboard. She's going to something that she's done before. So this is about your old dreams and about bringing that into your fruition now. So you probably already know what this is, because knowing you as a Sage, you know exactly what this is. What is something that you can bring about, that you can bring into this positive sort of tempting energy for you? Now, if this is about sexual relationship, that guitar or cello, whatever it is saying, what strings did you use to pluck that made you feel amazing, that made you be proud of yourself and bring out the best in you? So this new moon, what can you bring out to, what intention can you set there to bring out that old person, that old Sagittarius that used to be there, that whatever is waiting in limbo for you? Maybe you've been feeling like it's bubbling under the surface, but you just haven't had the energy or the inclination to do anything. But now this new moon is saying, set those intentions, Sagittarius, because it's there waiting for you. You can reclaim whatever that is. So what is this here? What does this mean? Oh, you've got 2 cards. I'm going to use those. They didn't come back to the thing. And you've got the moon card, and you've got 4 of cups. So what this is telling me, that perhaps life has been so busy with a lot of the same old, and you're just feeling like, oh, really? How am I gonna reinvent myself and to tempt me to feel alive again and positive and flip that coin, because this good time that is waiting for you is hard work. Maybe you feel like it's too hard work. See how bored she looks. She's sitting with her hand on her face saying, oh gosh, really? Do I have to go and plow that field? But look what's waiting for her. There is your art. There is your art in this cup here. Those 3 cups are the same old, but look what's there. Look at this beautiful rainbow coming out of this here. And she's not looking at it, so she doesn't know it's there. And you know, this moon card could also be saying to you that can't always be about what you want to do that makes you happy, that how you can reclaim that, because you have routines and you have things going on around you, Sagittarius. I understand that. But what this is saying is please don't let that fear stop you, because that will take you away from your dream. And your dream is out there. It's out there in the stars. It's getting out there and doing what you need to do. What is it that you can reclaim today, that you can pull back in your rainbow into your life? Because these energies of this positive Gemini moon, it's about also telling yourself in your head. It's convincing yourself. And this new moon is saying, you know it's there. It's been dormant for a while. And you know it's there. There's something inside of you that you can reclaim for yourself, and then you can bring forward for yourself, Sagittarius. There is. So just, even if it's a relationship that you're in that you need to put better words in. Perhaps you need to put forgiveness in place, or this moon card usually means about the fear and about everything in the dark does look a bit scary. But this energy coming in for you now for the new moon is saying you've got the confidence. You can reclaim that. So put the intentions out there, Sagittarius, because what's coming for you is amazing. That's what I can say for you. Let's just move this out the way. So, I've got the bottom of the deck here, the Emperor. So what does the Emperor mean? The Emperor means, this is the bottom of the deck is always setting of the energy of the reading. And this bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Reclaim your art. He doesn't question anything. He has got the the chess piece in his hand that wins all games. So he is, see the spirit coming down there? That energy is saying, lift yourself up into that. Remember who you are, Sagittarius. You're a fire sign, and this is an Aries card. It's a fire sign. It's saying, go for it. Put that fire back in your belly. I'm going to take that fire card. They actually both want to come out. So Saggies, let's see what your end cards are. Seek to enlarge your appreciation of the beauty of nature, animals and humans. Oh, that's nice. So when you actually get into the state, yeah, when you go into that brave mode, into that the energy mode of, I can do this, and I know this all along, I knew it all along, I know what my art is, I know that I have got this talent. That is when you connect with the beauty of life, of animals, of humans. So that is that card. And your second card is, take responsibility for every thought and feeling. It can affect the whole universe. So what this is saying is if you're not in that zone of positiveness and putting the hard work in, and when you have that responsibility, that honest inventory of your life, that is where you absolutely flourish. Sure, Saggies. This is such a big message. I just want to see if anything else comes through for you. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. So that's what the mindset here is saying to you, that when you take out the mental toxicity that life is too boring, or that you don't have the talent for that, or you can't reclaim who you are. This is saying that your beautiful soul just wants you to take back the reins, because there's no right or wrong path here. Just this new moon brings a chance to right the wrong, to say what you mean to say, to do what you mean to do, to take away sort of righting the wrong in your life. And if you're feeling like you're a bit bored and you're not confident enough to go for it, this is like a huge big yes. It's almost like a big tick in the middle of your reading here. Reclaim who you are. What you need to be saying to yourself is, yes, Sagittarius, I can do this. Whatever I need to do out there are no mistakes. I need to live my life fully, and I need to just put that intention out there today. That is what the new moon is about, is putting the intention out, to feel it in your bones, communicate it to the universe. Get out there and do good things. Grab your partner and just love him. And grab your partner and just love her. Whatever relationship you're in, don't be afraid to be rejected. There's no rejection here. Okay, so have a good new moon, Sagittarius. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what's coming up for you for the new moon. Right, it's falling into your 6th house, which is such a nice house to fall into, because it's about your daily routines. It's a chart that asks you to just tweak a little bit here and there to make things a little bit more exciting for your daily life, and just to actually make your life run a little bit better. So that's how the new moon is coming up for you. So Capricorn, let's see how you can make your functional life a bit easier for yourself, and how you can make it a great month, and how you can schedule your life. And this is something that you are very accustomed to, Capricorn. You like to have schedules that run correctly for you, and you've got to open your hearts. That's so nice, because in your 6th house, it is a house of worries as well. It's also the house of work. So yeah, you need to open your heart and be more open to allowing that in. This is one of my favorite cards in this whole deck, this open your heart. So let's see what's coming up for you in your tarot. So for Capricorn, angel, spirits and guides, how does Capricorn open their hearts to the daily routine? How does Capricorn, no, my baby, doggy's barking here. How does Capricorn, I think that's a little sign for you, Capricorn, speak up. Because it's a new moon in Gemini, it's about speaking up. It's about communicating differently. And in fact, when you open your heart, there's also that communication too. It's about telling people what you need in your daily routines, and telling people around you how you're feeling. That's one thing. So if my doggy barking over there was like a little message from spirit. So what does this open your heart mean for Capricorn? What does this open your heart mean for Capricorns, and how do they do it? What is the action they can take going forward? What does it mean, and what is the action they can take? Okay, so what does this open your heart mean? There you go. Wow, Capricorn. So the Three of Swords usually, what the Three of Swords usually means is that your heart is broken, that you're so disappointed with your path, that your daily routines are actually bringing you heartache, that you're disappointed in life. In fact, life hasn't been very easy for you, Capricorn. And you know what, Capricorn? You put such expectations on everything in your life. You want everything to be perfect. But this is about your daily routine. It will disappoint you, because when you put that in place all the time, that everything has to run to a certain schedule or function to a certain schedule, or if a day doesn't turn out the way it does for you, you feel that. You feel that very deeply, and I know that for sure. So how do you move past this? You got the World card. Now the World card in the tarot is the last card in the Fool's journey, and what happens here is the Spirit is saying to you is that you've actually achieved everything you want to achieve. You've got to the end of a cycle. You need to start a new one. So with this new moon in Gemini, communicate to yourself. Open your heart to something different. Your daily routines need to change. You need to reschedule them. You need to use your toxic mind to work differently for you. Find harmony in other ways, Capricorn, because in your daily routines, if things are disappointing you over and over and over, how are you going to know when to let that go and when to start a new cycle? You've got geometric shapes here on either side of this card here, saying to you that energy is everywhere. There's energy everywhere in your life. And if you're continually feeling that life is letting you down, or you're disappointing yourself, or it's not bringing you what you need, how can you find the harmony? So you've got one foot in that world and you've got one foot in this world. That's not good. You need to move out of it. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Yes, you've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is that external spiritual fulfillment. So you're not fulfilled here. You're not opening your heart when you're worried about the routine and the schedules and the limitations you're putting on yourself. Here you are free. This section, the action forward, is where you're free. And look how this Hierophant is walking up all those stairs to find his harmony and joy. And this is what this new moon is about. This new moon is about that finding of the positive this month. It's not about finding the negative. It's about moving on from that. It's not putting that other foot out of the circle and moving to your next phase. And keeping it simple. Look how happy this Hierophant is. Look at him. He's finding harmony in the simple things in life. And that's because you opened your heart. And you know, butterflies in tarot, in tarot or any spiritual readings are always about that next step. It's about the transformation. It's about getting past the one phase and moving into another. So because the energies are so positive in this new moon in Gemini, what are the intentions that you're setting, Capricorn? Ask yourself. Ask yourself the intentions that you can set right now to flip the story and to bring a good time for you in your daily routines and in your path. It's that simple, Capricorn. It's that simple. It really, really is. So let's see what your daily healing cards are saying. And they are saying, foster patience. Oh, golly gosh. I'm laughing because my son is a Capricorn. Patience is what is patience about? Opening your heart, letting go of what is disappointing you, and stepping through the portal to what could be. Yeah, take a full honest inventory on what is hurting you. In the past, what are you in touch with? What do you need to forgive? What wrong do you need to right? That is what this new moon in Gemini is all about. What intention can you set to move past what you're holding on to? Open your heart to the possibility. Foster patience, because Capricorns, patience is not your virtue. And you just want instant gratification. You want to see your hard work coming forward straight away. And that's the worries in your sixth house. That's the worries you make an enemy of yourself in your daily life, because your health can take effect, can be affected by that. So these two cards here, open your heart. This is not an opening heart card. And that is saying to you, please, let's put this on top of there. Open your heart. Let go of the disappointments in life, because that's where you find new joys and new ways to go. And just be patient. Live your life every day. Simple life. Live a simple life. Look for the harmony. Sure. Is there anything else coming through, Spirit? I need to know if there's anything else coming through for Capricorn. Anything else here? Yeah, I don't think anything else coming through. No more headaches for you, Capricorn. Just enjoy your life. The energies, all the sort of the cosmic energies that are coming in now are about taking out that mental toxicity. And swords are mental toxicity, this Three of Swords. So, I don't know why, but I keep thinking I need to draw another card for you. Okay, there it is. Let's see what that is. And it says, soften and open back into love all day long. soften and open back into love all day long. Sending you peace, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's coming up for you. This is in your 5th house, this Gemini new moon, and your 5th house is a house of fun. It's about restructuring your balance of work and play. So let's see what's coming up for you, Aquarius. What is coming up for Aquarius for the new moon in Gemini? And you've got detox. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. So, you know what? This could be all sorts of detoxes. Now, Aquarius, if you've been on a trajectory of just work, okay? Or perhaps you are eating unhealthily, or you are not exercising, or your whole life is just going on one path. What this new moon is saying to you now is in your 5th house to absolutely recalibrate. You know, when you are when you follow a navigation and it says and you turn down a road and you're not supposed to turn down the road and it says recalculating. This is what I get from this card. So I think to you for this new moon, this falling into your 5th house of fun and self-expression and just recalibrating a little bit in your life. This detox is coming in to say to you that you could do with some kind of a change in your life. And when I say change, it could be your health routines, your work routine, your fun routine. It's definitely your fun routine, because you don't want to be stuck in one responsible path, put it that way, Aquarius. So what does this detox mean for you here, Aquarius? What does this detox mean, and how do you move past it? What does this detox mean here, and how do you move past it? Okay, what does it mean for you? You've got the High Priestess, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, let's move that out the way. So, you know this, okay? This detox that it says here, this new moon intention, you know that you have to set an intention differently, okay? And these 2 cards are literally what this is saying to you. You are carrying so much in life, okay? You are pulling in unhealthy habits, work habits, relationship habits that are weighing you down. Look at this poor ox, and look at her. She's carrying what she can, and this poor ox is carrying the rest. And look at the groove that they are grooving into this walkway that they are going down the mountain. It's heavy. It's extremely heavy, and it's a burden. So, Aquarius, you know this. You've known this for a long time, but you didn't know how to get out of it. You have no idea how to get out of it. And this new moon is saying to you, set the intentions. Set the intentions. This is an emotional card. Look at this beautiful, beautiful golden card. This 9 of Cups. This person is jumping into the air. There's the treasure box. And 9s are your emotions. And look at the heart center, how it's opening up. And this card is just saying to you, you've won the lotto of your emotions. You have got everything you need. Your emotions are fulfilled. And right now, in the way that you have been living, they have been a burden. It's been like almost like you have not been living. And this High Priestess is saying, right in the middle of everything, you know this. Aquarius, you've known this for a long time, and this detox is saying to you, in order for you to flourish, in order for you to have fun, in order for you to welcome in this new moon and into the house of fun, you need to recalibrate. And it offers a new start, this new moon. So it offers a new start for your romance. It offers a start for your children, for your creativity, or for anything around you. Because that detox that you're going to do is going to do what? It's going to absolutely clean the slate. It's like going back to basics and remembering the law of attraction. Because this law of attraction, what you keep on dragging along with you, will not bring this. It will bring heaviness in your body. It won't bring fun for you. So nice little quick message there for you, Aquarius. Detox your mind, detox everything, because this new moon is a Gemini new moon. So Gemini is about your thoughts. It's all about the air energy, which is thoughts, which is mental toxicity. So even though you might be living this, even though you might be pulling in all this burdens, your mind is also there. So your body, your mind, your soul just feels like everything is on top of you, Aquarius. So right now you are being asked to please let that go and to detox, to actually physically detox, do a physical, mental, and a soul detox, because you've got the High Priestess here. And she just is everything to do with enlightenment. She's the one that opens your heart center and brings in what you've always known. inner feminine telling you to please just be kinder to yourself. Be kinder to yourself. Let's see what your end card is. Learn and grow from the wisdom of your feelings by allowing yourself to befriend rather than deny them. So, as I said to you, you've known this for a long time, Aquarius. You can only get to this section of your life now if you do something to bring in the fun and bring back what you need in life. Yeah, your 5th house is your fun, and that is what you need to be doing, Aquarius. Very short, simple message, but it's a very deep message. So your choice. Put your intentions out there to detox, to kiss and make up with your life again. That's what I get here. Kiss and make up with yourself. That is what you need to be doing, because you've been asked to do this for a long, long time. Your spirit has been asking you. So rather than deny those feelings inside of you, please make friends with them. Aquarius, have a good week. Right, Pisces, let's have a look to see what the new moon is bringing for you. The new moon in Gemini is all about communication. It's about your thoughts, about how you speak to others, about any communication that comes out of your body. And it falls on your 4th house, which is about your home and your personal life, domestic life, anything to do with family and your actual home. So let's see what's coming up for you, Pisces. What does the new moon want you to set? What intentions does the new moon want you to set, Pisces? And you have talk to God. Isn't this beautiful? Card number 11. Oh, it's such a spiritual card, this. Talk to God. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's have a look at our tarot cards. What does talk to God mean, and how can you do that? What does talk to God mean, and how can you do that? What does it actually mean for you, Pisces? What does talking to God mean for you, and how can you do it? All right, let's see. Talk to God. What does it mean? What does it mean for Pisces, this talk to God? Please, angels, spirits, and guides. What does this talk to God mean for Pisces, and how? What is the action that Pisces must take? I want to take that one. Let's have a look, Pisces. We've got, the Empress. So, this is just so beautiful, Pisces. This is getting deep within. This is feeling life from your body, not your mind. So what this actually means for you, Pisces, is this essence of the Empress. You can see how she's pregnant with the world. She's got, in fact, this is so your card. It's that whole nurturing mother energy, that feminine Mother Earth energy, and that's who you are. You are like that with your family. Usually you are cooking and cleaning and making sure that everybody's happy, with tummies full and a clean home and nourishing everything at home. It's all about all of that. It's all about to do with people around you and making them feel comfortable. So what this new moon is saying to you is carry on, Pisces. Talk to God. Make everybody feel what it is like to be loved and nurtured and part of God's world. That is what this card means, talk to God. It's almost like the universe is saying to you, show people what it's like to be a human and with a spiritual soul, a spiritual essence. Feel life from that soul of you. So talk to God in that absolute heart space that you are. Such a beautiful message for you, Pisces. And then how do you do this? You've got the World card and you've got the Four of Wands. And the World card is saying to you that when you have cycles in your life, know when they are ending and when you can step into the next portal. And when it comes to family and it comes to your home life, perhaps you're battling with children leaving home. Perhaps you've got to a stage in your life where your children are off to college, or they are now leaving to get married, or off on a new adventure. Or perhaps in your own, you could be retiring. You could be in a stage of your life where you're retiring now. You're moving from one phase into another. And if you're battling with that at the moment, this new moon energy in Gemini is saying to you, communicate to the angels, talk to your higher self, talk to something bigger than yourself. And the intentions that you set is you say, show me the way of putting an end to anything that's worrying me and how I can step into the next portal. Have a look at this card here. Look at these beautiful spiritual energies coming through, saying to you, you know what, you're blessed by the divine. You're moving from one cycle into another. And your last card couldn't be more associated with the 4th house, which is stable home, celebrations, stability, absolute harmony and joy around your family life and around everything that's amazing for you. This is also a marriage card. So any Pisces out there that are getting married, this is saying to you, set the intentions that your path going that way is going to be everything you wish for. Now look, life isn't always like that. I understand that. But this new moon in Gemini is giving you the opportunity to believe that, to put it out there, set the intention, to nurture that actual process of that, this whole, what your next phase in life is. And if you set the intentions, you're halfway there. You're more than halfway there. You're setting the harmony. You're putting that into place. You're taking out the mental toxicity out of your mind. You're speaking to your creator. You're talking to something bigger than yourself, so that when you get into this next phase of your life, or this next, just whatever your expectations are of the next phase, you are in that space of harmony before you even step there. And harmony, setting that little rule of harmony into anything, gives you, it almost tempts fate. It almost says, you know what, however your diary is, however you're busy your life is, however you're wanting to feel the energy around you, when you have a honest and full intention of making your life a lot more positive than it is negative, or letting the yesterdays and your up to where you are now affect you, that is where you have that step already made for yourself. And talking to God is just everything. When I see those words, talk to God, it just makes me feel, even with the number 11, it's like everything. It's everything to our Pisces. Because you're such a dreamy, spiritual, deep person, this is just the perfect card for you, Pisces. And it says here, stop talking to your ego. It only confuses you and makes you fearful. Besides, its advice is terrible and brings results that are not promises. So when you talk to God and you have this harmony, you put away the noise of the world, and you put away the other side of your personality. In other words, the ego side. You bring in the spirit. You bring in the spirit for yourself. Anything ego-based gets pushed to the side. And yes, you can't live that every day. I understand that. We can't be all dreamy and living out of ego. But when you listen to your spirit, you go into your heart center, and you don't permit the ego to interrupt. And that is where God is available. That is where your spiritual side is available to you. And every single one of us that are here on this channel, if you're watching this, you're definitely wanting to link with your spirit and your creator. And that's where you find the answers. That's where you find the harmony. And for those times that are hard, that you're getting through all those hard times, that little connection that you have gets you through amazing, amazing things. And with this new moon in Gemini, the communication moon is all about that communication to your higher self, to God, and to spirit. So Pisces, that is a lovely little message. Okay, so this is your daily message, daily guidance, daily healing message. Take 5 or 4 minutes to concentrate on a divine feeling or a higher thought, doing your best to block out all other distractions. I mean, you can't, this is just, thank you, Spirit, because that is what you needed to hear. I'm not even going to read the second one. Should I? Respect your inner cycles and honor them as your healing journey. So honor them on your healing journey. So this is the cycles card. This is your cycles. Respect the cycles. Know when cycles have ended and when you can move on to the next cycle. Don't keep your foot balancing in the pain or the worries of the previous cycle. Talk to God. Take 5 minutes to concentrate on the divine feeling or higher thought, doing the best to block out all other distractions. So that is what you need to set your intentions for with this new moon in Gemini. Communicate. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Pisces, have a good week. Okay, Aries, let's see how you can set intentions for the new moon in Gemini. The communication, new moon in Gemini. What does Aries need to do to set intentions? What is the energy around Aries? Let's take that one. Let's see what you've got here. You've got take no offense. Now, you can see this guy here. He is walking and he's in his Sunday best. He's dressed up, in these days. That took a very long time for anybody to put clothes on. Anybody. It was just the way, sign of the times. There's probably stockings underneath here and whatever else he's wearing underneath. Probably got about 4 or 5 different layers. And he's gone out there with the best intention to make an impression and be out there and be just amazing. But what's happened is there's a carriage coming past and he's walking in the path of the carriage and all this this mud has gone all over him. And he is horrified, absolutely horrified. Now, with your the Gemini new moon being in your 3rd house, it's about old-fashioned communications and about your personal life and how you chat to your family and how you communicate with them and your siblings and everything around that sort of communications. It's literally the communication. So the new moon and your communication zone is bringing you an energy of what do you want, you know, who can help you, and if you're taking offense from people around you helping you, trying to help you, is that gonna get you far? So let's see what this means for you, Aries. What does this take no offense mean for Aries, and how can they go forward with that? What action do they take to go forward? What does this take no offense mean for Aries? And what is it? What is their process forward? How can they communicate better in their lives? How can they work on their personal life? Oh, I'm taking that. Okay, so your first card, 9 of Cups and the Emperor. So what this is saying to you here is this 9 of Cups usually means everything about your joy, your internal emotional happiness. Look at this lady, how she's jumping, leaping, and like absolute joy because she is so happy. Every single one of her cups are full. Look at her heart center. Look at that beautiful energy out of her heart center. Now, are you going to allow stupid little things to offend you? They come along maybe in this new moon. So the intentions that you need to set is to get back to who you are, because this Emperor is the Aries card. And he is saying, remember who you are. Look what Spirit is bringing in here. This beautiful energy in here saying that you are blessed by the divine. Don't let the fundamental silly things offend you. Take no offense to if somebody communicates badly to you, or you might get some criticism at work perhaps. Take courage, because this Emperor is about the courage, and your 3rd house is about courage of getting through the mundane, just the nastiness of life, if I can put it that way. You know, your 3rd house is also about your siblings and about your anything to do with family life. It's to do with the communication with them. So if anybody in your family tries to offend you this week, with the new moon, you need to set the intentions that, you know what, my heart is full. I have so many things in my life that make me happy. I don't need to worry about what words are going to come at me, and I'm going to put words back into my life as the king of the Emperor. The Emperor is just that. I'm sitting here with my eyebrow raised, one up, saying, you know what, nothing is going to touch me. I know I am secure. I have worked very hard for where I am today, and no words are going to touch me. So that's the intention you need to put out there, Aries, for today and for the rest of the week with this new moon, because you need to balance the harmony out with yourself and to know that it's a very positive energy. So use it and use it to live your best life. Don't let the noise of the world get to you and offend you. Yeah, that's what I can say to you. I just want to see if there's anything else for you before I turn that card over. Nothing's coming to hand. So seek to enlarge your appreciation of the beauty of nature, animals, and humans. So what this is saying is look at the bigger picture. Don't get sucked into this little small things that might offend you, that might take your breath away and go and take you off the road of where you're supposed to be. Because these 2 cards are saying happy hearts, happy mind, happy head. So that's, you know, the Emperor is very much living his passion. He is the kind dad energy. So it's a very masculine energy. So don't let your thoughts and emotions take you down a rabbit hole that has got nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you, Aries. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. Express your love through your deeds. Yes, definitely. All right, this is even a better scenario for you. If anybody offends you, send them love. Give them love. Just shower them with love. But just not a very common thing for an Aries to do. Usually Aries they'll probably back off and say, well, you know what, you've lost out on me. But that is what the intentions you need to set out there right now. Is just cover them with love. And then avoid hateful thoughts, as they are just as hurtful as physically striking someone. So there you go. No retaliation here, please. No running after that wheel that carriage and screaming and shouting and taking offense to people that are upset your week. Put your intentions out there. Communicate to yourself. You are love. You are a being of love. You know your plan. Your heart is full. Don't let stupid things affect you, and listen to what your daily healing guidance is coming through. Just express your love through your deeds, and be who you are. Just be 100% who you are, and you can't not love that. Okay, Aries? Set those intentions. Have a good week. All right, Taurus, I'm on my last one now. So Taurus, let's see what's coming in for you for the new moon intentions that you need to set. Now, it falls into your second house, and your second house is about money. Second house is about money, about wealth, about your emotions around that, how you speak to yourself about money. So let's see what's coming in for you, Taurus. What is coming in for you? Let's take that one. What is your energy that you need to align with? Seek an expert. So you got a little Alice in Wonderland. She's looking at the caterpillar there, who's very wise. And the Alice in Wonderland story, he's always giving her little tales to get going. So you got seek an expert. So what does that mean? What does that mean, Taurus? Because what is the intentions that you have to set now for this new moon in Gemini? And new moon in Gemini is all about communications. It's about clearing your mind of toxic energy and setting your intentions to move forward, not backwards. It's very positive, harmonious energy, this, if you use the communications correctly. So your second month here, I'm going to take those two. Let's see what this means for you. What does seeking an expert mean? The Sun and the Strength. Oh, you've got two major arcanas. It's the first time it's happened today. So what it's saying here is that this month, and when a new moon is taking place, a part of your chart is all about the cash. And I said property, possessions. It's an ideal time to seek an expert in that area. Let's say you're wanting to sell your home, or you're wanting to make changes in the home, renovations. In this area of home and possessions, or with your finances, it's time to find an expert. And when you do that, the Sun card is saying to you, that is where you're going to have success. The Sun card is all about the success. The Sun card is about you finding a solution to everything. So that's the intention that you need to set now. The communication that you need to have with your mind is to set an intention that whatever you are stressing about in your life, money, if you're thinking negatively about cash or about anything to do with income, this is a time for you to start moving into the zone of, I need a little bit of extra help here. Maybe I can ask a broker, or I need a bit of an increase in salary here. Maybe I should speak my worth, because this success card is saying that you're worth it. The Sun card is usually about that, about your ego, about how amazing you are, and about how you can get there in that space. So this is a very nice message for you, Taurus. So the intentions that you need to set, I would say, are about abundance. No thinking of lack, and seek an expert in the sense of which route do I go to make my life more successful. And then your Strength card you've got here, perhaps in this way, because usually this is the action forward, perhaps it's not very easy for you to ask for help. Perhaps going to an expert and saying to them, I need a bit of help with my finances, or maybe that is a bit of a fall down for you, because then if you ask for help, it means that you're admitting that you've got a problem, and I understand that. But you need to dig deep into this new moon in Gemini, and ask for help, and even from yourself. Even maybe have a little conversation with yourself and say, you know what, you need to step up here. You can't be plodding the same old all the time. And in this energy of setting intentions, that is maybe the wrong that you can right, because the point of this new moon is to wrong rights. It's almost like we are given a chance. It's almost like we're given a chance to learn from our mistakes in this new moon. So set the intention right now. And the Scorpio full moon that we just had 2 weeks ago was quite intense, okay? And would have brought up some headaches for you, and some issues that perhaps you would have felt a little bit sad about, financially maybe. And now, with this chance of this Gemini new moon, is all about your mental and communication, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, how you show your worth out there. So there you go. Nice little message for you to set your intentions to express yourself better, because that's where your success lies, and that's where your strength is, Taurus. Nice grounded energy for you, Taurus. Let's see what's coming up for you with your daily healing card. And you have: learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. There you go. So don't let the world make you hard. This strength card here is saying to you, yes, there's a part of you that has to be strong, be a part of a lion, but also be soft like a lamb, because there has to be balance in life. Don't let life make you hard. You will be okay. You will be okay. Speak to people that know what they're doing and set the intention that you will get through this. The success card is here. You will get through this, Taurus. So lots of love to you and have a good week.